Okay. Sorry, I look a little frustrated. I just already did this video. I did it in the wrong program, though, so everything was telling me it was a bunch of pictures instead of video, and it wouldn't convert. So here we go again, and actually this will probably end up being better. Okay. So I got blamed for something. Yeah. Got blamed for something. That summer I had my first thought of suicide. In summer 2012. Thoughts, no planning, nothing like that. Fall came, had my initial court battles, nothing, not criminal court, this was all restraining order stuff, which I kind of won. I won't get into it because it's boring. It really, really is horribly boring. I mean, it's no wonder why most lawyers I've ever met are just so bland. I mean, but anyway, grades were still doing good. Actually, fall was overall pretty decent. I had a roommate, and having a roommate prompted me to come out to all my college friends as bisexual, which felt good. Not as good as telling it to myself, but it felt good. And I still was depressed. Something was still wrong, something was still not right. I had a roommate now, so I was done wearing the clothes that I actually felt comfortable in. I mean, if he had walked, well, actually, knowing him, if he had walked in and seen me dressed how I was comfortable, he would have either given me crap or been instantly supportive and told me what was up. It's amazing how looking back is always so different than when you're actually there. But that semester was pretty decent. Then spring came. And charges were pressed. Felony charges. On top of that, I believe in my previous video I mentioned that my mom was diagnosed with lung cancer. That was an error of dates, which I am embarrassed about. She was diagnosed about the same time charges were pressed. I found out on Easter break that fall of 2013. Not fall, spring of 2013. So I got horribly depressed. I started drinking heavily. Like alcoholic level drinking. I never saw help for any of my issues, which was stupid, but I don't regret it, because if I had sought help, the things that are going on in my life today that are amazing would not be there. There go my wife and child. So I started that spiral through school, depressed, unaccepting of myself, and summer came, and two things happened. First was a suicide almost attempt. I was through the planning stage, but before I could do it, I finally broke down and admitted it to myself. I admitted what was wrong. I admitted I'm a girl. I admitted it. It felt amazing. That really did. I had my best friend from high school visited, told him, he's the only person that knew at that time, and I felt good. It helped the rest of the summer. My drinking was pretty much gone by the end of summer. Helped that I was not 21 and had no ease of access since I was living with my grandmother. But not the point. I felt good. I was who I was. I wasn't dressing right yet, but I had appointments scheduled for when I would return to school. And then that fall of 2013 came. And one of the first things that happened was my trial. And I won. Which is good, because I'm innocent. Still am. And here's how innocent I am. I kid you not, I have over in that desk, you'll see there's a teeny little cupboard there. In that cupboard is a legal file. It's about that thick. My wife knows about it. I've invited her and all my family to read it because I'm innocent. Not one of them has read it because of their faith in me. Which, prior to now, never meant shit, but, oh, fuck, I can't cry. I can't cry because my wife will give me shit about it. It's good to cry. But my wife, if she walks in, will give me shit about it. Okay. I'm good. Okay. I won my trial. and winning my trial felt amazing. Now, I bet you're thinking that this is the best feeling of my life I was talking about. Well, you'd be damn wrong. This is number 3. And with the winning of that, I don't know how I did this, but I reconvinced myself that I'm not a girl. Which, let me tell you, living without knowing what you are is fucking hard. Living with denying, actively denying who and what you are, is horribly painful. My drinking went back up, and something I haven't mentioned yet, I was a dick. Okay? Oh, God, it's so good. But I was a dick. Looking back, it was my outlet for not being what I should have been. Not being comfortable with me, not being comfortable with my sexuality, not admitting who and what I was, all my family issues. I mean, my mom's suffering from cancer, my dad's still a dick, my brothers still don't respect me. I did add a nephew by now in the timeline, by the way, from my one brother with the one son. We'll get more into him in a few minutes, actually in the next video. But I thought I was spiraling hard that spring of 2013, but no, it was harsh. Got so bad that I got in a yelling match with my advisor, and I left the School of Music, and I moved back home. Lost my girlfriend at the time, and I started going to school back home. Moved in with my grandmother. In the worst depression, second worst depression I've ever been in. I mean, what type of fool was I to admit and know what I was, and to go back and change? We do stupid stuff. But anyway, I'm going to end this video here. The next one is going to be the years of 2014 and 2015. And then there will be one more for the prior to this date chronology. But 2014, 2015 is coming up next. And what's important to know is this is where shit gets real for me. There's no other way to put it. Shit's going to get real. And it's going to hurt me. It's going to hurt me to tell you, but it has to happen. So please subscribe, comment below. As I mentioned, Steph Stajani, brilliant, brilliant young woman. Look her up. She deserves it. I'm rewatching her videos, and goddamn, she's such an inspiration. Really is. So, I love you. And if you're still wondering why I'm not dressed as a girl, I'm saving it. For good reason. It's all a progression. It's all a progression. Till next time.